happy with that. You're quite pedantic with the details on these things. But I wanted something I'd be proud of to bring to market, and not something that you just bring into market for the sake of bringing something to market. I wanted something I would want to have.
So we've got 5 stages of this cap. When was this first one made?
That was a year and a half before release to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, first iteration, just different fabrics and that. Wasn't happy with a lot of the stuff on there. When you're putting it in the wash and that, it tends, because they've laminated a lot of the materials, they do this like bubbling thing after they've been in the washing machine. This one's still pristine, as you can see, it's still got a tag on it from the factory.
What did you want to change about this one when you moved to the next one?
I'd specified stitching on the peak, and they said, oh, it's going to ruin the picture underneath. And I was like, no, I really want the stitching there, because it sort of holds it together a bit more, gives it a bit more structure, and just holds the fabric down. But the fabric on this is so thin that it tends to just do lots of different things, and when they're doing it, you get this pleating effect on the back, even brand new out the box, which just, I wouldn't be happy with that if I'm paying for a product that I'm expecting to be a premium product, to just look like it's been used or look old before you've even used it.
The stitching on the cap is actually quite a nice design feature as well.
I like the colour, where they brought the colour in, and that was the other thing, actually, you reminded me, that over here they just used this, it's almost like fish gut, like the stuff they use for fishing. It's a clear, like hard stitching that they use, so you don't see the colour differences. But I like that as a detail, actually.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And yeah, so they did the stitching on the peak there. The embroidery was, I wasn't happy with that. You're quite pedantic with the details on these things. But I wanted something I'd be proud of to bring to market, and not something that you just bring into market for the sake of bringing something to market. I wanted something I would want to have.
So this is the same manufacturer as these two? This third one?
No.
Ah.
I gave up on that manufacturer because there was just lots of little things and lots of little details that I wasn't happy with. I changed to a different manufacturer. But this is quite hard, and yeah, after trying these caps out, they look great out the box and that, and they had great shape, but trying it out and running in it, and like I said to you earlier, I ran that one on one of the Ultras, and yeah, not great on the head all day long, especially with that hard fabric rubbing on your forehead, especially when you have as little hair as I do.
Very self-sacrificing to put yourself through that for the sake of getting the right product.
They're all being tested over distance, and I've run in all of them, like heaps, just to, I want to make sure I've got something decent, and putting them through the washing machines and everything that you would do once you get the cap in your hands, and just seeing how they hold up and that.
So this one's noticeably lighter, like the holes and everything about it just seems like it's a bit closer to what you had in mind.
Yeah, I wanted to just have that, much more breathable, which these weren't as much. And like I was saying as well, it's quite soft, so I probably use it as a dirty little face cloth. You could pull it off your head when you're running and sweating a lot, and you can actually rub that on your face and then pop it back on your head. So this one just used these softer materials, smoother materials, and then I had this mesh on the back, which we do on the truckers, to give it a little bit more structure. But that was causing a lot of pleating on the top, and also it was delaminating in the washing machine and having this little weird effect going on. So I thought to remove that, which is the step between this and the final product, was removing that mesh, and then step over to this one, and then use a textured material as well, which I just like texture on the caps and that. And it's very soft, so it's not something that'll rub onto you.
And this is the final.
This is the final one. This is the one that's on the site that you had on your head, and this is the final product. Yeah, but just gone into pedantic detail about the thickness of the bull, the length of the bull, and all those sorts of things.
Well, it shows because, this first one and that one are worlds apart.
Yeah.
But each stage feels like a relatively small change.
Yeah.
But you end up with a product that is just so much better.
Yeah, lots of cost and lots of time.
Absolutely, yeah.
And finding different manufacturers and just trying to get something that I would be happy to bring to market and I'd be proud of to bring to market. Yeah.
Awesome.